Welcome to The New. Hi, my name is Twyla Cooks and I want to welcome you to The New. The New is a source of ideas, tools, and resources designed to help you walk in the fullness of who you were created to be. This year I've been challenged to read and study the Bible in the year, and I know the Bible can be overwhelming for some, but I'll be sharing some tips and some tools to help you break it down into bite-sized pieces. The Bible is also filled with knowledge and wisdom and springs of living water that run deep. So this will be very insightful information once you learn how to use this tool. Even though this isn't the first time that I've read the Bible, every time I read it, I see something like I'm seeing it for the first time. One of those passages for me was Genesis 4:1. Adam made love to his wife, and she gave birth to Cain. This time when I read it, I was thinking, wow, Eve was the first woman to give birth to a child. That had to be terrifying. She didn't have anyone that she could share her experiences with. She didn't have anyone who could tell her what was coming next or to coach her through this experience. All of those changes were taking place to her body, and there was no one to talk through to help her understand what was happening. Now, there was the situation that happened in the garden, and then God did tell her, you will have painful childbirth. But what did that mean to someone who had never experienced it before? In addition to that, she was probably still processing everything that happened in the garden. If I was Eve, I would have been thinking, I was the victim of someone else's deception. I made a poor choice and it had the biggest consequence imaginable. And now we've had to start all over from ground zero. All of this is going through her mind. I'm feeling all of these emotions. I'm confused, I'm angry, I'm fearful. I feel ashamed, I feel guilty. And with all of that going on and so many other emotions, I would have been thinking, in addition to this, I have no one to talk to, no one to share these experiences with me. Because Adam and I are the first. Often we as leaders in our family, in our workplace, in our community, in our church, we find ourselves in a similar situation. We have these choices that we've made that have an adverse impact. We have circumstances, things that have happened to us, and things that we just don't feel are fair. They haven't been dealt with, and they become barriers in our life, barriers to our future, to our purpose. At times, we too can be flooded with emotions, with fear, with anger, with unforgiveness, and so many other emotions that haven't been dealt with. And we don't have someone that we can turn to, that we feel like has been through this, that has experienced the same things that we have, to help us break through those barriers and walk intentionally, walk on purpose. Yet there's something inside of us that gives us hope. There's something inside of us that tells us that there's something that we're supposed to give birth to. But all that baggage is working as a barrier to that which is growing inside of me. I want to nurture it. I want to nourish it, but I really don't know how. I've never done it, and I've never been around someone who's done it quite like this. Quite like I sense that God is showing me to do it. Quite like I sense that I'm supposed to do it. The New is here to help you do just what Adam and Eve did. When they found themselves in this situation, they went to the source. They went to God. They learned to rely on Him. Adam and Eve learned to build or rebuild an authentic relationship with God so that He could help them. He could teach them. He could help them to see all of those things that He placed inside of them. God taught them how much He loved them right where they were, regardless of any mistakes that they had made. And He taught them how to receive and how to give forgiveness so that they could be released from all of the barriers that stood in their way. Most importantly, God taught them that their circumstances and those people that they loved and that they were loved by were never the source of their joy. No, the real source of all good things, all of the things that we hope for, all of our joy, all of our peace is God. As we go on this journey, you'll find that while I don't have all of the answers, I'm more than willing to share any knowledge or experiences that I've gained over the years. My experience did not come from getting it right all the time, not by any means. My experience and my knowledge came from the mistakes that I made and my willingness to face them head on, even though it was painful at times. to look at them head on, to make it right, and to get up and try again. With all of this, there's still so many things that I have to learn, things that we can explore together. So I hope that you'll subscribe to my blog, and I hope that you'll know that Psalms 139 and Jeremiah 29:11 do, without a doubt, apply to your life. You were created on purpose and with purpose. Let the journey begin.